the South African National Civic Organization, or SANCO, in Gauteng will be embarking on mass action on the 8th of July. The organization has raised several issues it wants to resolve urgently, including accusations about the management of Tembisa Hospital and scholar transport. Our reporter Tshegohaco Moagi is on the story and joins me now live from Braamfontein, Johannesburg. Tshegohaco, please explain to us what issues have been raised.
Well, good afternoon, Katlego. So just some of the issues that were raised by SANCO during their press briefing a short while ago was the mismanagement and alleged corruption at Tembisa Hospital. They are saying that there is information that they have at their disposal from a reliable whistleblower around these allegations at the Tembisa Hospital. Of course, you will also remember the issue around the Gauteng Department of Education's transport scholar issue and how there was a court case that took place, and now they are calling for the department, for the MEC and the HOD in that department to pay for the legal costs out of their own pockets. But let's get more information from SANCO itself. I'm joined by Mpho Sesidinyana to give us more details. Mpho, thank you so much for your time. So let's start off with the allegations around the Tembisa Hospital. Just briefly tell us, you said that there is a reliable whistleblower who has given you this information.
No, thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity to greet your viewers out there and members of SANCO in Gauteng. Look, we definitely can confirm that we are sitting with a reliable information in our disposal, which whistleblowers, of course, who work for the department, shared with us the damning, haste that is happening in Tembisa Hospital, wherein the CEO is involved, and together with the politicians who go all out to ensure that they get resources because of their political ambition. And I can confirm that a product that costs about 5,000 is sold at an amount of 65,000. Procurement processes. I mean, you have people or contractors who sign contracts at home so that they are awarded these particular tenders to continue to ensure that they resource a campaign for a particular person to emerge. And we cannot allow such abuse of power, abuse of resources to continue to happen under watchful eye as a revolutionary civic organization. Secondly, on the issue of Gauteng Department of Education, with the scholar transport issue, we did write a letter upon receiving a judgment that said the department must actually cancel the process that they've appointed contracts to bus companies who come from as far as KwaZulu-Natal. When we have such resources in the province, in the Gauteng, that continue to do the work, but you go and appoint people outside without proper legal processes or employment or rather appointment processes that are there, are guided by that particular process. And upon the judgment of the High Court, you still go all out and appeal. You still lose an appeal, but you still also want to take the appeal to a review, because both the politician and the HOD are not feeling the pressure or this money is because they are not paying this money from their own pockets, but they are paying using our status coffers. So that's why we call upon this particular view that both the MEC and HOD should pay the legal costs, because they are actually granted or given by the court, which is a court order, to say they must pay all the legal processes. So they must pay it from their own pockets, not using state resources to pay and feed the legal battle that is there, because it is our view that this process also has created a lot of unemployment, which costed over 10,000 people their jobs, including some parents that actually were surviving through these particular opportunities, and you still continue to suppress our people for that particular issue. So it is our view that we need the Premier to come on board. We need the SIU to actually investigate the corruption that we are raising today, and to also forward the evidence that is before ours, so that they are able to make sure that they deal with this corruption without any fear of any contradiction.
Thank you so much, Mpose Dinyana, giving us details around what SANCO is calling for, really. And as you mentioned, Katlego, there will be that mass action on the 8th of July, and they say that they'll be going to the Gauteng Department of Education offices, and they are calling also the Premier to be there together with the Minister of Energy, which is Minerals and Energy, which is Gwede Mantashe, so that they can hand over memorandums to them of demands regarding the allegations that they've made. Katlego?
Thank you for that, Tshegohaco. That is Tshegohaco, our reporter out in Braamfontein in Johannesburg, with members from SANCO really putting out some of the grievances that they have, and with the planned march that will take place from the 8th of July.